Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Holliston Damigella Field here at the Robert Adams Middle School for some more Holliston varsity softball. I'm your host, John Draw, and I'm joined by my main man, my number one play-by-play guy or color guy, best in the world. They're probably going to rename this field after him, Tom Camperson. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well today, John. Thank you.
And then, of course, we are being governed by none other than the greatest cameraman, probably the greatest audio-visual guy that we've ever seen in probably this side of the Mississippi, the one and only Don Cronin. Don, how are you? Don gives us the double thumbs up. Of course, Don is so professional, never make a sound. So you're joining us today because Holliston High School, who is currently a solid third place in the Tri-Valley League, taking on the Westwood Wolverines today here in Holliston. Holliston is, as I said, they are doing quite well this year. They've had a couple of hiccups, but all in all, Holliston has proven to be one of the top teams to beat, especially against Westwood. As the last time we played Holliston, that Westwood played Holliston, Emma Wood threw a perfect game. We're going to talk more about that. All right, so we're about to get underway here with. Oh, what do you know? Emma Wood is on the mound once again, so Westwood's going to get another dose of Emma Wood. And Westwood, led by their coach Tom Grandy, he takes the third base coach, and coming up first is Rachel Berliner. Rachel Berliner. She takes a first ball, high ball one. Tom, talk to me about that last Westwood game and some of the things that we'd like to see Emma Wood try and repeat here.
Oh, she came out hot. Like we've talked about this in prior broadcasts, where she just has a different edge to her than these other girls, and you could see it that day.
So Wood gets a swinging strike on Berliner, brings the count to 1-2.
Yep, she was hitting her spots, she was mixing her pitches up. She did a phenomenal job that game.
Up high.
We were watching, not broadcasting, but just watching as fans, and it took us until the fourth inning to realize what was happening.
Right, and I don't think they know. Berliner, another swinging strike. She goes down swinging, so one out. So as we start today's game, Emma Wood starts off with a strikeout of the third baseman, Berliner. That brings up number 11, Amelia O'Neill, second base. First pitch to O'Neill, swinging strike. So Wood, once again, we say this often, that Wood gets a lot of swinging strikes. What do we owe to that?
A lot of it's location. I think she figures out quick how she wants to work a different batter or work a game, and she gets Emily on board with it. She just was up top on the first pitch, and then right there she came back down low, moving it around.
So Wood, as you mentioned, Wood is pitching to her battery, Emily Guarino, catching today. Another swinging strike for O'Neill.
So that one back up top, right? Moving the vision of the batter. It's hard for them to keep up.
That is one of the great things we've seen about Wood, is she does not walk a lot of batters. Excellent control for a pitcher at this level. Another swinging strike, strike two quick strikeouts for Wood. We're going to take you around the horn really quick as a number 3 batter, Bridget Mulkeen, comes in. She's the pitcher. In left field, we have Amelia Harris. Let's talk about it. Center field, Jordan Kaharich. And right field, Josie Quinn. First pitch to Mulkeen. Swinging strike. So Wood is nothing but perfect today, and nobody making any contact. And Westwood is maybe having some flashbacks of the last game.
She's just overpowering them right now. These are some late swings.
Unfortunately, Westwood, they were hung up a little bit getting to the game, so they were a little bit late, so they had a limited warm-up time. This could be something, so we could maybe see just Westwood have a little bit of the bus ride jitters. 1-1 to Mulkeen. Up high, 2-1.
You also hope that doesn't work the other way for Holliston. They were sitting around waiting after their warm-ups. Hopefully they had time to get loose.
Some softball phone time. Good pitch inside, caught the inside corner of the plate, so brings the count to 2-2. Going around the infield, at third base, number 14, Lauren Camperson. Shortstop, 24, Sidney Michelli. Swinging strike, strike three. So Wood strikes out the side to open up the game in the top of the first. So Holliston coming to bat after Westwood goes down 1-2-3, thanks to courtesy of Emma Wood. So we'll be right back after a short break. And we're back here for the bottom of the first with Westwood against Holliston. Holliston coming to the plate. Pitching today for Westwood, as I said, is number 6, Bridget Mulkeen. Catching, number 4, Ava Themistocles. I talked to Themistocles before the game. She had mentioned she's one of the ranked catchers in the conference, and so very confident. I like to hear that from a kid in your confidence. At first base, Marissa Palma. Second base, Amelia O'Neill. Third base, Rachel Berliner. In left field, Allison Lambert. Center field, Erica Sabatino. And right field, Dahlia Leiden.
Who performs the rankings?
Who performs the there's a committee. There's a committee that ranks everybody. We have players ranked. That's one of the running jokes that we've had. Is my nephew used to talk about when he was in high school, talk about how he was always a ranked player in whatever sport he was playing. And I asked that same question. And where are these rankings come from? So
right, coaches.
No, I think it's just maybe self-ranking. Maybe like just more of like a self-evaluation.
Yep. That's great. That's great.
So if the leadoff hitter for Holliston was doing a self-evaluation, she would say that she does a great job of driving the ball the other way, going with the pitch, and does a great job of getting on base. That's Amelia Harris, Holliston's leadoff batter, left fielder. She's ready to start here against Mulkeen.
It's nice to see Mulkeen bring in a little bit of speed here. We didn't have that in their last game against Ashland, and really threw the timing off of these batters.
Mulkeen up high, 1-1. So Harris is your classic slap hitter. We'll try and go with the pitch, drive the ball, and get out of the box as fast as she can to get down the line, and often does a good job doing it. And there it is, strike, swinging strike, brings the count to 1-2.
Reminds me a little bit of a leadoff hitter for one of the old man softball teams.
We'll talk. So old man softball is probably something that we probably shouldn't talk about. I think Bruce has talked to us about that and said that we probably don't want to bring that up anymore on the air ever again.
Maybe that has nothing to do with what happened last night.
It has everything to do with what happened last night. All right, so 2-2 to Harris. Mulkeen delivers, and Harris goes down swinging, swings at a high pitch, and that's the only problem with that kind of style is oftentimes you get caught and you're already into your swing, and it's so hard to hold back on a pitch that's out of the zone, and if you're not eyed up with it, then it's very, very hard to hit. So that brings up center fielder Jordan Kaharich, senior. Kaharich having a great season. She takes strike one. So Mulkeen is throwing strikes today. So looks like we may have ourselves a pitcher's duel till some of these hitters wake up. We'll see what Kaharich can do with the 0-1 count. Swinging strike, strike two. Kaharich does a good job of battling with two strikes. She's down early in this count.
Looks like she's choking up a little bit, trying to get a shorter swing.
And yeah, just right past her.
No luck.
Mulkeen with two quick strikeouts. Here goes Westwood, looking strong.
Yep.
That brings up the shortstop, Sidney Michelli. Looks down at her coach, Don Quinley, gets the sign, and digs in.
It'll be interesting to see if the sign she was given.
Michelli is having a breakout season at the plate. She takes strike one. Probably this year, probably without question, one of the strongest hitters, probably not only on this team, but in the league. She's really, really seeing the ball and hitting the ball well.
Yep. These last, I'd say 5-6 games especially, she's been hitting that center field, right center field, power alley for her.
Michelli's not afraid to swing at pitches that are out of the zone as well, so she has a good eye for contact. Pitch. Can't catch up with that one. So Michelli's down in the count 1-2. Looks down to Quinley, gets the sign.
Needed to be
Although
a little bit aggressive here.
As we've mentioned that we don't know the signs, but we would imagine that that sign was swing and strike. She fouls it back to the, stays 1 and 2.
So 2 outs, 2 strikes. I'm not sure what sign would be given, but they're good,
You know what?
good players, and they look down and
That's right.
follow the process,
That's right.
right? Trust your coaching. And
Shelley looking to protect here, and she takes called strike 3 on the inside corner. So there you go. Both sides strike out on the first inning. So we got 6 strikeouts. Could be, maybe we're setting a record here. We'll keep an our
I'll
stat
keep
man
track.
will keep an eye on that.
Yep.
All right. So at the end of 1, nothing, and Westwood coming to bat right after this short break. All right, we're back for the top of the second. Nothing score. Emma Wood struck out the side, and then Bridget Mulkeen answered in the bottom of the inning to strike out the side of Holliston. So that brings up the number 4 hitter, Marissa Palma.
This is Westwood's big hitter.
Palma,
She's
very
solid.
Yep, great player. Palma left-handed and bats from the right side, the Ricky Henderson style, which you don't see very often.
Do not see it often at all. We had a player on back to old man softball.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Arger met that model. It doesn't translate to old man softball. Let's
doesn't.
put it that way.
Yeah, well, there's often, right-handed batters and right-handed throwers doesn't translate much either. So, all right, so Wood count 1-1 to Palma. Fouled back to the screen, 1-2.
She's aggressive right here. This is coming left side for sure.
So as in youth softball growing up, as you and I have kind of followed this senior class, through their youth development, and Westwood is always on the count. And Palma drives it into right center. Quinn's there, makes the call, makes a nice catch for the first out. So Palma got some good bat on the ball, but up in the air.
That play gave me a slight flashback to the at Westwood game. That was a little more of a pop fly, but in the other game, there was a hard line drive that Josie came crashing in on and made a phenomenal catch. And no one thought about it in the second inning until we got to the 7th inning. Right, and then it was meaningful. But
so that brings up Sasha Marino, the shortstop. Marino first pitch swinging strike. Wood delivers strike 2. So Wood again back to doing her thing, throwing strikes. And you're right, that game I think we counted an unofficial count of 10 strikeouts, which resulted in 11 putouts for that perfect game. So, and that Josie Quinn play, right? Here's another pop up on the right side. Morrow with room, just runs out of space.
ooh, there's something over there, like a water bottle or.
For those of you who are keeping score on where the HCAT film crew, Don, we used to be on the first base side, and Don said, and because he is a perfectionist, said it's not going to work. My camera's not going to look into the sun. So now we were on the third base side, and that would have been right where we were camped out. Strike 3. So Wood strikes out Marino for the second out of the inning, and that brings up the right fielder, Dahlia Leiden. Leiden also had informed me, I talked to her before the game, she said that she too is one of the better outfielders in the league. I like the confidence on this Westwood team.
That is great, right? You have to be confident in what you're doing, especially at this level, right?
Why not?
You didn't get here by accident.
We're playing varsity softball.
Yep.
Wood 2 quick strikes on Leiden, so Wood back to work. Westwood has played some of the tougher teams to some close games. There it is. Sorry, that's strike 2. Westwood recently just lost to the first place. Not Norton. It was
Dedham
in
Marauders.
Dedham. That's right. It was the first place. Dedham lost a close one, 3-2. Fouled back to the screen.
That's saying something.
That's saying
sure.
something because
Holliston
had real trouble with Dedham. And Dedham is the top lane, and Dedham also just recently beat the other team that Holliston lost to in the Tri-Valley League, which was Norton. And talking to the assistant coach for Westwood in the game, pitched low. Westwood had earlier in the season had beaten Hopkinton, which is the third loss that Holliston had inside the Tri-Valley League.
Yep.
So the 1-2 to Leiden. Strike 3. So Wood gets 2 strikeouts after the pop-up, and once again Westwood goes down 1-2-3. So at the end of 1.5, still nothing. Holliston coming to bat in the second. Okay, and we're back for the bottom of the second. Nothing score. Bridget Mulkeen still on the mound, and that brings up the number 4 hitter for Holliston, the one and only Lauren Camperson. Lauren Camperson at the old man game last night, keeping the books. Camperson looks down the sign, a little confusion between her and Coach Quinley, but Camperson squares away. Lauren Camperson is she's the quintessential right-handed slugger, the Dave Kingman, if you will, of this Holliston's varsity softball team.
I'll give her a little more than Kingman. I don't think she strikes out as much as him.
That's right. Doesn't strike out as much as Kingman, and she's not afraid to use the whole field. Lauren can drive. She can hit the ball in center and even in the right center. She's got power into that alley, where Dave Kingman was nothing but it was either left field or strike 3.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Campersol's got a 1-0 count. And this is her kind of pitcher right here. She takes strike 1. Camperson also having a great year, hitting the ball hard, and as we said earlier, she's that player who she likes. She does not like the off-speed stuff. Mulkeen, on the other hand, she's not throwing any off-speed we've seen today, and she's doing nothing but fastballs and great location, moving the ball, as you said, like moving the ball kind of up and down, so trying to change the hitter's eyes, and there's a 1-2 to Camperson, and she waves at that one.
She was fooled on that, for sure.
So Camperson swings at a pitch. Looked like it might have been out of the zone. Hard to see from down here, but Camperson goes down on strike, so the first 4 Holliston batters have struck out. That brings up number 28, pitcher Emma Wood. Here comes one of our fans. Yeah, another Mr. Eric Kaharich. This is the first pitch strike to Wood right at the knees.
Mulkeen's just peppering the zone right now until they put a ball in play. Why not?
Yep, Mulkeen is throwing strikes. Low to Wood, 1-1. So this is this too could help Wood. She can hit the speed. She's not afraid to swing and fastball, and she will use the whole field. So even if her bat comes around a little late on a fast pitch, she can drive the ball the other way. Yep. So Mulkeen, there you go, bouncer to second, and Murphy flipped to Poma. So that was Amelia O'Neill. Nice play by O'Neill, and Wood grounds out. First ball put in play for Holliston, so that brings up first base and number 10, Lucy Morrow, another hot hitter.
Lucy, very aggressive. If you want to say fastball hitter, this is your fastball hitter.
Morrow, first pitch, fouls it back to the screen. She's on it.
Very, very aggressive swing. Doesn't leave anything in the bag. I love it. I have a feeling this one's coming right down the line here.
And you are out of position right now, so yeah. Another foul ball straight back, so quickly down 0-2, Morrow.
Way ahead. This might be a good spot to see if Mulkeen wants to entertain a changeup, maybe, but why bother, right, at this point?
I don't know. Morrow looks like she may swing twice at a changeup, and she doesn't. She gets another gasser and
she's
right
timed
down
up.
Broadway.
She's timed up. She's just missing it. You know, they say if you foul it straight back, you're on it. She's just a little below.
So still 0-2 to Morrow. Up high, she takes it.
It's a great eye. Lucy's dialed in right now. Where Lauren was fooled, Lucy, nope.
So Mulkeen still ahead in the count, 1-2. Morrow, pitch, up high. She swings at that one.
Chase
Strike
that.
3. So 2 more strikeouts for Mulkeen as Holliston goes down once again in order. So after 2, we have a couple balls put in play, no hits. Still nothing. Don gives us the double thumbs up. So we'll be right back after a short break. So we're back here at the bottom of at the top of 3 with Westwood coming to the plate. So far we have not had any base runners for either team. And Holliston has put the ball in play once, and Westwood put the ball in play once, and the rest, as everyone has gone down by strikeout. So this brings up the number 7 hitter. This is the catcher, Ava Themistocles. Talked to Themistocles, as we said earlier. Themistocles, first ball swinging, strike 1. Emma Wood, she is dialed in. Both pitchers are dialed in, but Emma's doing a good job as well. Up high, 1-1. And then it is a picturesque softball day here at Damigella, potentially Sunday Camperson Field. And we say that it's tongue-in-cheek just because, as we know, that the Damigella is one of those Holliston stalwart names, as is Camperson. So we like to give my co-host some kudos for his name. Swinging strike again, so it brings the count to 2-2. So a lot of swinging strikes for Wood. A lot of swinging strikes for both pitchers, and this has turned into one of those pitchers' duels where someone needs to wake up. Wood delivers, foul back out of play.
You know, both coaches letting their players swing away. It'll be interesting to see at what point they try to just put a ball in play, whether it's a bunt, whether it's a check swing, whatever it is, you got to try to make something happen.
As we know that Coach Quinley is not afraid to bunt. There's foul ball, count stays 2-2. So Coach Quinley is not afraid to give the bunt sign. We'll see if Westwood does the same. You think they might, especially after what happened with Wood last time.
Right. You'd think they'd want to break that ice immediately after the bad mojo from game 1.
Wood the 2-2. Strike 3. Themistocles goes down swinging for the first out of the inning, and that brings up left fielder Allison Lambert. Lambert, right-handed batter.
Well, there we go.
There we go. Attempted bunt. Called strike. I think it was a strike. I don't know if she got the bat back in time, but I think it was a strike regardless.
Yeah, either way, that was a strike. Again, Emma, same thing. Pepper in the zone, trying to get ahead of these batters early.
Allison infield up, playing for the bunt. It's fouled back to the cage. So here we are, 0-2.
So now bunt sign should be off. We've seen funnier things happen with the softball games, but
depends how bad you want it. Right?
Yep.
They're probably not expecting it. Camperson takes a step back, and Wood delivers the 0-2. Swinging, pops straight up. That's going to go out of play. Brian McShane looked at it, would have looked at it, would have climbed the fence couple rungs, but no chance for Emily Guarino.
Yeah.
Strike 3. Swinging strike, so the first 2 batters strike out, and Wood is racking them up. I know we're keeping track of her strikeouts. We'll get a count of this.
We're sitting at 7 right now.
7 Ks.
7 out of 8.
So that brings up the number 9 hitter, Erica Sabatino, center fielder. First pitch called strike. She squares to bunt, pulls back, but it's still a strike. Coach Grandy, he looks like he just wants to get some base runners. Foul ball straight back. Guarino dives. Oh, great effort by Emily Guarino. Almost missed. She laid out.
Great effort
just
by
off
Emily
the edge
right
of her
there.
glove. Would have been a great play.
Always 100%, always 100 miles an hour. It's awesome to see, just tipped off the end of her glove. You know, like we started the inning, Coach Grandy's coming out. He's bunted 2 of his 3 batters, trying to get something started.
So 0-2 to Sabatino. Wood delivers. Strike 3. So Wood strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3 again, and after 2.5, Westwood has just hit through their lineup, and I think our count right now is that Wood has 8 strikeouts, 8 of the 9 outs. So
Yep, Poma, their number 4 batter, flew out to right field. That was it.
So there it is. Emma Wood's having a game. This is her team. So far so good. We'll see if Holliston can answer in the bottom of the inning. Right after a short break, and we're back at the bottom of the 3rd. Holliston coming to bat, and Bridget Mulkeen, pitcher for Westwood, she is throwing a gem so far. It brings up Josie Quinn, the right fielder. Josie takes outside, ball 1.
You know, like same thing we talked about with Lucy Morrow. Josie loves the fastballs, prefers to pull the ball early. You know, we'll see if she can catch up to what Mulkeen's given her.
Mulkeen, the big windup, swinging strike. There's Quinn. So Mulkeen matching Wood strike for strikeout, seems like. Quinn digs in when the 1-1 count. We had talked earlier to see if Mulkeen was the pitcher from the last game, and we think it is. We think it's the same pitcher from the first game, which we identified that big windup that she has.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique windup.
2-1 to Quinn. Quinn swinging strike.
Ooh, her head
Ball looked
came
like it
way
was
out
down
of
and
that.
away. Quinn strikes, so evens up the count at 2-2. So Quinn herself having some trouble catching up. Pitch. Fouled off the hands. Fisted off. Looked like it just, I think that hit her hand.
May have hit her hand. Yep. She's.
So
I heard
Quinn
it.
gets
That
it right on the,
stings.
yeah, that hurts. That really does. So Quinn gets one. Looks like it's on her, might be on her right hand.
No, she's tough.
So-
Tough kid.
So Quinn says she's okay.
I think Josie said she was okay.
Sorry. No, I said Quinn, Josie Quinn.
Oh, okay.
And strike 3. So Quinn goes down swinging after that ball that fists off her hand for the first out of the inning.
So here, you know, let's see if Quinley dials something up here. Emily runs pretty well. See if she bunts one. We test this, you know, all-star catcher here. And see if
Test
she
the
can make
infield.
the
All right,
play.
that's right. Guarino, catcher, swinging foul balls back to the screen. So Guarino not bunting,
Nope.
at least not on that pitch. So these pitchers are staying way ahead in the count. And, you know, good for both of the teams. Both the teams are aggressive, but because these pitchers are throwing strikes. Outside, Guarino evens up the count at 1-1. So Guarino, the catcher, digs in. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Nice play by Mulkeen, easy play. So Guarino gets a chopper back to the pitcher, fielded nicely by Mulkeen. Easy put out for the second out of the inning.
It's nice to get a ball in play there, and what I like to see out of Westwood, they throw the ball around the horn.
They
You
do.
don't see that.
They throw.
in
You don't see it.
softball.
That brings up the second baseman, number 2, Phoebe Drohan. See how Phoebe deals with Mulkeen. First pitch swinging. She takes that first pitch. Low ball 1. Phoebe, a senior as well. And their swan song appearance here for Holliston softball. Takes ball 2 low. So finally a Holliston hitter is ahead in the count. And any hitter today has been ahead in the count.
Needs
So,
to stay
2-0.
loose here. Stay loose. Don't stiffen up. Don't become a statue.
Takes low ball 3. Digs in. Doesn't take the sign.
Does not look for a sign at all. Hopefully it's a
probably-
take sign right here.
Probably waiting to take just to get a base runner. And she takes strike 1. So 3-1 to Drohan. She digs in. She knows what she wants to do.
I want you to think swing here.
A little behind on that one to make it a 3-2 count. So now the count's full.
It's an approach we've been working with some of the younger kids facing faster pitching is always think you're going to swing and then stop it versus the other way around. You can't decide halfway that you're going to...
Drohan takes high and outside ball 4, so the first base runner of the game. Drohan's on with 2 outs, turns the order over, brings up Amelia Harris.
So this is what Holliston does. They get runners on. Now Amelia hopefully puts this ball in play. It puts some pressure on the defense. Amelia's a little slow to get that swing started. She's got to put a little more urgency into her footwork and her hands.
So first pitch strike. Looked like a high strike. Harris fouls that straight back. Brings the count to 0-2. The pitch outside. So 1-2 to Harris. Drohan on first. Pitch low and outside.
Good eye by Amelia here.
So Harris is really making Mulkeen work. We'll see if the 2-out walk can turn into something, if Harris is able to make this happen. Pitch. Fouled straight back to the screen. Good swing.
Good hard swing, just a little bit late. If she can quicken those hands up, that's going to come right down this left field line. Left fielder's playing tight to the line, recognizes the same thing.
2-2 to Harris. And that's right down the line and foul ball. Good thing Camperson brought his glove, would have been make that play, protect Don. And our new very vulnerable, a very good vantage point, yet vulnerable to those kind of line shots.
I did my best to stay behind the out of play line and not interfere with live balls.
So Harris with 2 foul balls, digging in. Another foul ball out of play. It's going to find somebody's car, almost.
Great.
Oh yeah. Still 2-2 to Harris. Mulkeen delivers. Strike 3. Allison, what grade is the pitcher in? She's a freshman. Okay, thanks. So we just conferred with Allison Lambert on air, the left fielder, and we got the grade that confirmed that Bridget Mulkeen is in fact a freshman. All right, so Holliston gets their first base runner on a base on balls, but unable to capitalize on that. So after 3, Holliston 0, Westwood 0. We'll be right back after a short break from our soon-to-be sponsors, if we're lucky. Okay, and we're back for the top of the 4th with a still 0-0 score. Emma Wood throwing a gem along with Bridget Mulkeen for Westwood. So we have ourselves a real live pitcher's duel here in downtown Holliston. Emma Wood is delivering to
So Coach Grandy coming 3 straight batters, trying to get something to work.
Coach Grandy's trying to get something going. So this is the leadoff batter, Rachel Berliner, third baseman. Berliner struck out first time at bat.
Lauren's playing way in. Sid's still very deep.
So first pitch fouled back, swinging this time, fouled back on the right side. So Berliner quickly down in the count, 0-2. So that alleviates somewhat of the threat of the bunt. Wood delivers. She's throwing nothing but fastballs too.
Yeah, she's way ahead here, right? See if she tries to pick a corner, right? Nothing down the meat of the plate. Stay outside, maybe even think about changing speeds on her.
So that pitch low brings the count to 1-2. Emma delivers. And there she does change speeds. A pop up to the right side. There's Quinn. Quinn's there to make the play. Josie Quinn in right field. Able to find it, get under it, camp out for the first out of the inning. So Berliner goes down with a fly ball to right. That brings up second baseman, Amelia O'Neill. Nice play by Josie Quinn.
Yeah, very good. She had to go all the way to the foul line there. Always a tough play when you're running as you make the catch.
Wood, first pitch up high. She swings through it out of the zone. O'Neill does. So Wood.
Looks like Coach
Quick
Granny
first
took
strike.
off his consecutive bunt attempts.
Yep. Well, he's got the top of the order. I mean, these kids, as we said, Westwood has had some success. Westwood currently is 8th in the Tri-Valley League, but it's almost like their record isn't indicative of kind of some of the talent they have, because they've played some really tough teams with some close games. Would have been interesting to see. Bouncer to second base. Drohan's there. The Murphy flip to Morrow, gets the play. Drohan, she catches able to field a ground ball, unlike her father. But that was a nice play by Phoebe. Good Murphy flip, the classic Paul Murphy flip.
The biggest skill these guys learned from kindergarten forward, the Murphy flip when you're close.
And there it is. So 2 quick outs for Wood. That brings up the number 3 pitcher, freshman, Bridget Mulkeen. So Mulkeen is making her mark in Westwood softball early.
We've talked in prior games about Emma taking this team and putting it on her back. Let's see what Mulkeen does. She's like, all right, I'm gonna have to get on base myself, make something happen.
All right, so the 1-1 to Mulkeen. Wood delivers, strike 2.
That had some hair on it.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
And again, I love how she, like you said, she doesn't drive the ball down the middle of the plate. She'll find her corners, changes her height, and strike 3. So Wood strikes out Mulkeen to end the inning. So now through 4 innings are now to the bottom half of the 4th. Wood's through 4, and Wood is picking up right where she left off last time against Westwood.
That's 9 strikeouts, and we won't talk about the rest.
Nope, the rest of it will have to remain to be talked about until after the 7th inning. So after 4.5, still nothing. Hollison coming back, trying to crack Bridget Mulkeen. We will be right back. And we're back here at the bottom of the 4th, still nothing score. We've had 1 base runner this entire game, and Hollison coming to the plate, leading off by center fielder Jordan Kaharich. So let's see if Jordan K can break through the Bridget Mulkeen stone wall here. This freshman phenom is making short work of this Hollison lineup.
Jordan did not agree with that. She walked up like to slap or bunt or something, and she took it and then gave quite the pause after that strike call.
Up high again.
That's a ball.
And Jordan able to lay off that high pitch. Got away from Mulkeen. 1-1 count to Kaharich.
Jordan, definitely one of the faster kids on the Holliston team. Be nice to get her on base.
Kaharich able to pull, and they called a strike. So I'm not sure if they called that. They called her from going around on that pitch. So it looked like it was high and outside, but
it did look high. She definitely pulled the bat back, in my view.
So 2-2 count to Kaharich. She takes low and away. I think the umpire called her on that swing, because it did not look like it was a strike in the zone. So regardless, we don't have a review system here. So 2-2 to Kaharich, and strike 3. So Kaharich goes down swinging again, and Hollison is stymied by this freshman pitcher. That brings up the number 3 hitter, Sydney Michelli. So Michelli went down on strikes in her first at bat. See if she can time up this one. Pitch from Mulkeen. Up high, ball 1.
Interesting. Looked like a better pitch.
From here, it looked like a better pitch than that one to Kaharich.
The strike called on Kaharich.
So 1-0 to Michelli. Michelli fouls it straight up and out of play.
Just high enough to stay out of play. Perfect. Let's see if
So
Sid can tie it up here. Time it up.
So Michelli, the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the pitch to Michelli. Swings through it, strike 2. So Mulkeen throwing a lot of swinging strikes today.
So maybe that first pitch was a ball. It was a strike on Jordan.
Yeah, that's right. It looked like a strike from here, but Michelli took it. So 1-2 to Michelli with 1 out. She pops it straight back. It's another pitch. It looked like it might have been out of the zone, but Michelli's just trying to protect.
2 strikes, protect. You know, she's early in the count. She's almost too selective sometimes, but late in the count, she knows now she has to protect with this strike zone.
That's one of the things you see, right? She'll often get a lot of 2-strike hits, and she'll swing at pitches out of the zone and drive them.
Yep. Very good 2-strike hitter.
All right, so the 1-2 to Michelli. And she bounds it foul, and it's just past us. No play for Camperson.
I decided to stay out of the wire world and tripping over.
One of the issues, we're probably going to have to talk to Don about getting wireless mics just for none other than safety reasons. So in case Tom misses it, then I too can back up. This is probably
I definitely would have gotten in front of the camera if it came a little more to the left.
1-2 to Michelli. She drives it high into right field. Right fielder comes on, and she's able to make the play. That was Dahlia Leiden, so lifted to right. Leiden with plenty of time to get under it, and that's the second out of the inning. That brings up the 4-hitter, third baseman Lauren Camperson.
So it was nice to see Sid saying something to Lauren. My hope is that it was some information on the pitcher that she may have learned from her at bat, that maybe Lauren can pick up, like she likes to start you outside or something along those lines.
That conversation was way too short for that whole thing that you just came up with. I think it was more of swing hard.
Go get him.
Yeah, rip. And she does on the first pitch, fouls it off to the right side over the first base dugout.
I think you'd be surprised. They've played together for a long time, and
there's some. They have a system. They have a combo.
They might have some internal communication going on.
So waiting for a ball to come back to where some grounds issues.
So this is something you might see happen in old man ball. You have a dead ball or something, someone fouls it off, you get that new ball into play.
Yeah.
On a nice day like this.
That seemed like that might have happened in some of the games last evening. All right, so Camperson with an 0-1 count after a foul ball off to the right side. We're even excited about foul balls.
Yes.
I mean, Mulkeen has been throwing BBs. Pitch, Camperson up high, she takes it. I mean,
Mulkeen's definitely bringing it. Like this catcher's had a lot of balls off the backstop that are just off her glove. Like she just can't catch up to it.
The 1-1 to Camperson. Up high, 2-1. And again, we have the sun to our back, so it looks like we have looks like our film quality could be some of the best film quality we've seen. And Camperson lifts it high out of play off to the right side, even up the count at 2-2. So Camperson's timing seems a little bit quicker than it did before. So maybe just the second time and even the third time through the order, they may be able to crack the code on Mulkeen.
Yeah, no, this game's about to change. Maybe not this inning, but definitely next for both teams. I bet you would see more balls in play. Outfield very deep.
They've done their homework because Camperson, she can reach. And there's a rip down the right side. Great reaching play by first baseman Poma. So Camperson drives one hard down the right side, but Poma with a stretch at first base catches the line drive for the third out of the inning. So Camperson robbed on the first hard hit ball of the day, and that ends the inning. So after 4, still a count of 0-0, and Emma Wood coming to go back to work right after a short break. So we're back to start the top of the 5th. Holliston versus Westwood in a classic pitcher's battle between the Westwood pitcher Bridget Mulkeen and then of course Holliston's ace Emma Wood.
You know, how many times do you see it, John? Someone makes a great defensive play and then they lead off the next inning. I think she might get a hit here.
So Marissa Poma, who we've seen, and like we said, we've seen her, you know, through youth league. We've seen her in high school, like all 4 years of high school. She's always been one of the starters for Westwood. So Poma made a great play to end the inning, bottom of the fourth. So she leads off in the fifth. Let's see what Wood has dialed in. There it is. Ground ball, Drohan reaches to her right, the Murphy flip, and makes the play.
Great range by Phoebe right there.
So Drohan leaning to the left, is able to make the play. Quick flip, first ball swinging, and Poma hit it relatively hard. It just kind of died in that dead dirt.
It died in the beach, the Damagella Beach powder. But it did transition to the grass, and it stayed down. Phoebe stayed with it, made a great play right there.
So Poma first ball swinging, that brings up Sasha Marino, shortstop, and Sasha Marino draws a base hit in the left center for the first hit of the game. So Sasha Marino, first ball swinging, breaks up the 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 perfect innings that Emma Wood has thrown, concluding last game against Westwood. That's the first hit Westwood's had against Wood in 2.5 games. Pitch, throw down, Marino's there, and called safe.
Wow, that's amazing that she could miss that call like that. The ball beats her by 4 steps. Sid gets in front of the bag, and she still says she got around it.
Emily Guarino on the bunt, was an attempted bunt, pulled back on the steal. Guarino with the throw. Michelli's there with the tag, but the umpire called Marino safe. Strike.
I think the call was supposed to be a hit and run call because the runner stopped in the middle.
It did. There was that hesitation. She hesitated, and then she was kind of caught in no man's land. Guarino didn't hesitate, threw right to second, which is why she had some time. And umpire said she got under the tag. Swinging strike. It's Dahlia Lyden, the right fielder. So she's got 2 quick strikes with 1 out, and Westwood has their first runner in scoring position. So
might see us strike him out, throw him out right here.
Wood, foul ball straight back. Still 0-2 to Lyden.
Okay, outfield should be thinking 4 right here. Ball through the right side. She'll definitely be trying to score. Josie with a very strong arm in right.
So Lyden swinging away, fouled that one back. 0-2. Fouled one back to the screen again. So Lyden swinging hard. With Marino on second and 1 out. So Wood ahead in the count. Still 0-2. Strike 3. Big strikeout for Emma Wood for the second out of the inning. So Marino stays on second. Lyden goes down on strikes and brings up the catcher, Themistocles. So Themistocles with 2 out, runner on second. First pitch up high, she swings, fouls it back. There's Wood again, dialing those eyes in of the hitter's eyes, having him swing at balls out of the zone. So Themistocles, first pitch swinging, foul ball, 0-1. Themistocles lifts it to right center. There's Quinn. Quinn makes the play. So Themistocles looked like it was going to drop short, but Quinn is in a perfect position, gets there in plenty of time to make the 3rd out of the inning. So Westwood with the first threat, it's a runner to second base after the hit by Marino to break up the no-hitter perfect game. But no doing, because Hollison was able to get some good defensive plays and then a big strikeout by Emma Wood. So
yep, good defense at the right time by Josie.
So at the end of the Westwood 5th inning, Hollison coming to bat, still 0-0. And we're back for the bottom of the 5th inning, Hollison versus Westwood, still 0-0 score. I'll tell you what, we have a pitcher's duel, but the last inning got a little interesting as we had the first hit of the game. We got off Emma Wood, and Bridget Mulkeen, she has not given up a hit yet.
No, Westwood was very aggressive early. You know, Poma started at first pitch swinging. You know, she she flew out or grounded out, and the next batter, first pitch swinging, got the first base hit of the game. So let's see what Emma can do, see if she can help herself.
So Emma Wood, first pitch swinging herself, drives it back to the screen. So I like the aggressiveness, trying to make something happen. I also like the fact that Emma Wood's not trying to bunt.
Yes, she's
not a bunter.
She should not be bunting.
No, she's not a bunter.
You let this kid hit.
So Wood 0-1. Pitch from Mulkeen. That fouled strike. Fouled off to the right side. So Wood quickly down 0-2. See if Mulkeen tries to pull off some off speed. We haven't seen a lot of it today. She is not throwing nothing but gas. And there it is. And fouled back off the right side again. So Wood staying alive with 2 strikes. Clicks down. Pitch from Mulkeen. Ground ball to second. Second baseman comes up, nice throw, easy out. Nice play by second baseman Amelia O'Neill. Flips to her first baseman Marissa Poma for the first out of the inning. So Wood hit the ball hard on the ground. Let's see if Holliston can break out us. This brings up Lucy Morrow, first baseman for Holliston. Lucy Morrow seems like she's due. First ball swinging, base hit for Morrow up the middle. So Holliston finally gets a base runner. Gets a base runner on a hit. Lucy Morrow, nice drive up the middle.
So aggressive, right? So aggressive as a swinger. Caught it off the end of the bat, but just enough to get by the shortstop up the middle. Great hit.
So Morrow's on with 1 out. That brings up right fielder Josie Quinn. Let's see what coach has in store here with 1 out. We haven't had a chance to test Thermopolis' arm yet. And Quinn squares to bunt. Nice bunt. And moves the runner over.
Nope. Good awareness by Lucy right there.
So Quinn gets the bunt down, and it dies right in the hot sand of the beach. And now Morrow, so Holliston finally has a runner in scoring position as Morrow moves over, but there's 2 outs. That brings up catcher Emily Guarino.
Emily's come up with some big hits throughout this season. You know, this will be a good time for one. Lucy's aggressive base runner. You know, she should be getting a good jump with 2 outs, and coach should be wheeling her.
Especially in this game, as runs and, base runners have just been so hard to come by.
Absolutely.
First pitch to Guarino. Swing and strike.
Back to that last play, you know, first baseman Poma, after getting that out, not even hesitating, throws it to second. I love the aggressiveness right there. You know, could have held it, but chose not to, trying to make something happen.
Guarino, ground ball to the right side, right to Poma. Easy play, she takes it herself to end the inning. So Holliston with a little bit of a threat with the base hit by Morrow, moved over to second by the bunt by Quinn, but unable to capitalize on it as Guarino grounds out. So after 5, still nothing score here at Damigella Field. We will be right back. Okay, and we're back for the top of the 6th. Still nothing score here as Holliston and Westwood are in a classic pitchers duel. Both teams have had 1 runner get to second base. So we are, runs and base runners and threats have been a premium here. So we'll see if Westwood can get things moving. This is the left fielder, Allison Lambert, comes to the plate. First pitch swinging, foul back. So it looks like both teams are trying to get a little bit more aggressive and being able to try and get after these pitchers that are just throwing nothing but strikes. So Lambert fouled 1, quick strike, 0-1, and bounce it to short. Michelli comes up with it. Strong throw, nice play. So Michelli with a good throw.
Very tough sun over there for Lucy Morrow.
As Morrow is looking directly into that sun, she's able to not be phased by it, makes the play. So 1 out, one quick out for Holliston. That brings up the center fielder, Erica Sabatino.
It's a great play by Sid there. We've been commenting the last couple of games on how deep she normally plays. Looks like she's starting deep, but taking a couple steps in on the pitch, which helped give her a little time on that play.
First pitch swinging to Sabatino, 0-1. Wood delivers up high, 1-1.
She's stepping out immediately. She needs to just throw strikes here.
So Wood with the delivery. Strike 2. So 1-2 to Sabatino.
Don't slow down right now. You've got her overpowered. Just come fastball, high fastball.
The pitch, strike 3. So Sabatino goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. So that turns the lineup over. So let's see if Westwood can get something rolling here with 2.
It's Emma's 11th strikeout as we turn the top here in the 6th.
So Rachel Berliner comes up, third baseman, with 2 outs. Nobody on. First pitch, up high, ball 1.
Ground ball to short was the first ball to the left side of the field for Westwood. Everything else has been to Phoebe and Josie.
That's right, and Westwood, they have no left-handed batters on their team. And she bunts, squares to bunt. Ball dies in the dirt and stays fair. So we lost sight of it here between the players and the coach. So it looked like from where we could see.
Yeah, it took a weird bounce off of something. And I almost thought it hit the bat initially, but it bounced off something and Emma recognized the spin on the ball and tried to let it spin foul, and then it just stopped right at the line.
She didn't have a play. If she picked it up, it was...
Nope.
So great bunt by Rachel Berliner to get on with 2 outs. First ball up, hop straight back out of play. So Berliner's on with 2 outs. That brings up Amelia O'Neill. O'Neill, first ball swinging, fouls it out of play. It's counted 0-1.
Last time she hit a ground ball to Phoebe, so we have 2 outs. Should be able to just get the easy out if she pushes it that way.
Swinging strike, throw down to second. Ball hits Berliner. She's on an ugly slide, but she's safe at second. So
Coach Grandy being aggressive, trying to get that runner in
someone
scoring
offered throw,
position with
so
2 outs.
with 2 outs stealing, so Berliner steals second. 2 outs. And O'Neill, 2 strikes to O'Neill. The pitch from Wood, up high. Berliner looking at her neighbor, looks like she's okay. 2 out, 2 strike pitch. Way high, nice play by Guarino to pull that one in.
Great stop by Emily. This game, you can't let the runner get to third. Emma needs to concentrate right now on O'Neill, see if she can just strike her out.
Ball in right field. Quinn is there to make the play. So hard drive to right field. But once again, Josie Quinn playing her position to perfection today. So Westwood's able to get a runner on, get her to second, and then unable to go any further with a nice fly ball, nice play by Josie Quinn. So at the end of 6.5, still 0-0. Holliston going to try and crack the code here when we come right back. So back to softball action here in the middle of the 6th inning. Still 0-0 score. Holliston going to see if they can get something going because we're running out of innings here. Great pitchers duel. Bridget Mulkeen, the freshman, is throwing a gem of a game so far through 5. Emma Wood doing the same, getting some help from her fielding. We'll see if Holliston has anything up there, any tricks up their sleeve. See if they can get something going here in the 6th.
Yeah, Mulkeen's 8 strikeouts, the 1 walk, and the 1 hit. That's it.
Leading off for Holliston is going to be Phoebe Drohan, the second baseman. See if Coach Quinley's got something planned. See if he can try and get Drohan, can try and get on. See if we can get something going here in the 6th inning because so far they have had very minimal opportunities. And it's funny because Holliston leads the Tri-Valley League in runs scored. So offense this year has not been a problem for Holliston at all. Leads.
Absolutely.
Yep. 170 runs scored. That is the highest in all of the Tri-Valley League. So
By like 30 runs.
Holliston can they know how to put people on. They know how to get people across the plate. So I mean, even greater tribute to the pitcher today for Westwood, because she has really got these guys.
No, she's got them guessing. Like they don't know what's coming, and she's still bringing the heat too. She's not getting tired.
So I like the aggressiveness that both teams are showing. So let's see if Drohan, see what she's got up her sleeves, her rolled up sleeves. See if she can work something out to get on. So Drohan steps in, asks the pitcher for time, as is her accustomed for doing, and Mulkeen ready to deliver. See if Drohan swings hard here. Tries to bunt, fouls it straight back. So Mulkeen identified there might have been a bunt coming, puts it up high, hard pitch to get on the bat, and Drohan fouls it off for strike one.
Yep. Wondering how much the shadows are going to come into play here for the batters. You know, the ball coming out of the sun into that shadow towards the end might not be where it's so close to home plate.
Mulkeen steps in, Drohan squares again and misses it. So 2 quick strikes on Drohan, unable to get that bunt down. So Drohan's going to be battling today. Try and get a ball in play to see if she can get on. Up high, ball one.
Good job by Phoebe not to chase there, you know, after having 2 bunt calls. Ask the pitcher for time one more time. She gets settled.
Mulkeen wasn't paying attention, but that's okay. It's all part of her game. So the 1-2 to Drohan, low, 2-2.
So now that there's 2 balls, Phoebe was the first base runner for Holliston, walked in her first at bat. Here brought the count back from 0-2 to 2-2. Hopefully right now she gets a pitch to hit. I don't think Mulkeen wants to go to 3 balls.
You want to go up there swinging. Up high.
Good eye by Phoebe here.
Drohan works it to full.
If I'm Mulkeen, with the confidence the other players have on this Westwood team, she should be looking fastball right down the middle and just overpower her.
That's right. Drohan swinging strike 3, and a great pitch by Mulkeen down just off the edge of the right of the corner. So Drohan strikes out for the first inning after missing those 2 bunts. It's unfortunate. It rolls over the top of the order, brings up Amelia Harris. See if she can get on, get something started for Holliston in the 6th.
Amelia coming off 2 strikeouts. See if she can get the quickness back in her bat.
Mulkeen is. Harris takes strike 1.
Very selective. Top 2. Don't agree with the umpire on these. To me, if you have a bunt call early, if it's close enough, a ball inside or outside, you need to put it in play. You can't be so selective in the pitches you attack.
Right, and here they are. So here she is, 0-2. So that takes the bunt off, and so now, as you said, Harris having a tough time catching up with Mulkeen today. See if she can dig in and get something into play. The pitch from Mulkeen, 0-2. It's up high, ball 1. That was the old Bull Durham. Don't dig in, hit the bull. I mean, Mulkeen has had no trouble with control this entire game.
No.
She might not. I'm not saying she did that on purpose, but I'm not saying she's regretting it either. She is not having trouble finding the strike zone today. So the 1-2 pitch to Harris. Strike 3. So Harris takes strike 3 over the outside corner, belt high, and that looked like, from this angle, again, we're down the third baseline. From this angle, that looked like a pitch that you just cannot take.
Not at this point in the game. Holliston way too selective in what they're trying to put in play, especially with 2 strikes. You should be protecting. And
she's
bottom of the
strikes,
6th.
And she's throwing strikes all game.
She's right around it, and Blue's calling it. You need to learn from that at this point in the game.
So that brings up Jordan Kaharich with 2 outs. Kaharich takes first pitch low, ball 1. So let's see if Kaharich can get on and get something started to get to the 3 and the 4 and the 5 hitters here for Holliston. Low and away, Kaharich 2-0.
Jordan was not happy after her last at bat. She should be more aggressive here, just her nature. Hopefully she is. Don't want to be sitting back.
The pitch from Mulkeen, strike 1. So Kaharich didn't like the look of that one. So 2-1 to Kaharich. So let's see if she's something close and something looks good. Let's see if she's able to tear into it. Pitch from Mulkeen. Outside.
Nice
Just
side
misses
there.
outside. Ball
now the
3.
Westwood defense is not happy with blue. I guess he can't win today.
So Kaharich with 3-1. Let's see if she gets the take call here from Coach Quinley. Again, we don't know the signs, but maybe. Up high, ball 4. So Kaharich is on with a 2-out walk.
That's a great at bat by Jordan, knowing she needs to get on base here late in the game. Again, one of the fastest players on the team. Let's see how aggressive Coach Quinley is.
So Michelli with 2 outs, Kaharich on first.
Perfect hit and run situation. You have a great hitter up at bat. She can put the ball in play, use some speed, get Jordan over to third base.
First pitch to Michelli. Takes it low, ball 1. So that ball down in the dirt. Themistocles made a nice play. 1-0 to Michelli. So takes strike 1. Michelli laid off that outside corner pitch.
You know, part of the idea of the hit and run is you get the defense moving, trying to cover for the stolen base, and the ball might squeak through where they were.
So the 1-1 to Michelli. Drives one down the left field line and foul. So Michelli smokes one down the left field line, just foul. Right by our position. Almost had to make that play myself. I didn't have my glove.
I have my glove. I dove out of the way.
Right.
That ball was ripped.
So Michelli hits this one hard, brings it count to 1-2. Let's hope she stays here and protects.
She's so far ahead of that one. We'll see if Mulkeen, tries to change speeds on her and catch her being off guard. Left fielder hugging the line right here.
Saw that play. She's not going to let one get down the line. The pitch
Nope.
from Mulkeen. Michelli drives it into center field. It's going to drop. Here comes Kaharich around third. Kaharich. They send Kaharich. The play at the plate. Kaharich is down. Safe.
It's just
And the base hit to Michelli. She drives to center field. Michelli comes around. She stops at second. Kaharich scores all the way from first base. Holliston finally on the board.
Once that ball was hit, Jordan was flying. She came around second, tried to make contact with the shortstop who was covering for some reason. Could get an interference call, but she kept going full steam. It was great to see Coach Quinley be aggressive and Wheeler. He's been conservative sometimes on the bases.
Great play by Michelli. Good, strong, good piece of hitting. Great base running by Kaharich. Good aggressive base running. Strong, beats the throw to the plate. Michelli on second, so with 2 outs, it brings up Lauren Camperson with another runner in scoring position. Camperson drives into right field. Here comes Michelli. Michelli coming down to score, and she's going to score easily. Camperson first, ball gets thrown away, and Camperson hustles into second base.
They're just being aggressive. They've timed up Mulkeen right now, and
Camperson with a line shot into right field. Great piece of hitting by Lauren Camperson. Some great base running by Michelli. She scores easily, and Camperson's on second on the errant throw.
We spoke about this a little earlier, holding this offense down. It was only a matter of time before they put something up.
Emma Wood up now with 2 outs, and Camperson in scoring position. So Holliston on the board with 2 runs with 2 outs. And there you go. It's that 2-out walk. Ground in the dirt. Camperson's going to make the third on the pass ball. So there's Camperson on third.
Just using her speed against the All-State catcher right there.
Camperson, and we talk about her. She spends a lot of time on the bases. So, whether she's fast or not, she's an excellent base runner. She uses her speed to her advantage.
Yep. always puts herself in the position to advance. Might not be a stolen base, but having that big lead to be able to sneak into third on a pass ball.
Camperson on third. Wood takes strike one. So Holliston, another base hit, will bring in another run here with 2 outs. All the damage done with 2. Wood drives on ground ball back to the pitcher. Mulkeen makes the play to Poma. Camperson doesn't score, but Holliston finally gets on the board. Some big hits by Sidney Michelli and Lauren Camperson. So after 6, coming into the final inning, Holliston 2 and Westwood 0. We'll be right back after a short break. And we're back here to start the 7th inning. So Holliston with the big 2-out rally in the bottom of the 6th to get 2 on the board and finally break through the Bridget Mulkeen stymie. So Holliston scores 2 in the bottom of the 6th, and that brings up Westwood for one last chance to try and even this up and continue this game. First one up, of course, is Bridget Mulkeen, the number 3 hitter for Westwood. She takes first pitch high, ball 1. Pitch from Emma Wood, strike 1. So Emma looking to finish this game up strong. She's got the meat of the order here for Westwood. She's gonna have her work cut out for her. Hop fly out of play behind the backstop, so it brings the count to 1-2. So Wood ahead in the count. See if she can finish off Mulkeen here. Pitch from Wood. Strike 3. Wood gets a swinging strike on Mulkeen for the first out of the inning.
Great change up there by Emma.
Yeah, she did change speeds. It looked really, really good. Fooled Mulkeen. Swing and strike. So now, tough hitter and Marissa Poma, first baseman.
I think, you know, she went to the right side twice early in the game. I think
First pitch swinging.
Just like Sid, she might catch up this at bat. She's probably looking to put up, you know, something hard to the left side
Poma
here to
fouls
Amelia.
it off. First ball, 0-1. And she is aggressive. She is not afraid to get up there and start swinging at strikes. Pitch from Wood. Inside, 1-1. Coach Grandy's moved out of the way for Don so he can get a better shot here, I think. Someone must have got word to him. Pitch from Wood. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. Poma doesn't like it, but Emma Wood does. So now Poma down in the count 1-2. She'll have to protect.
She's got to be careful changing speeds here. Poma's a good hitter.
Here comes Wood. Bouncer right back, hits Emma Wood, bounces off her, she makes the throw and throws her out. It looked like it hit her pitching hand.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that hit Emma. Hit her enough to stop. It actually bounced away.
Bounced away. And
kept her cool and made the play.
We talk about Emma Wood fielding her position like Ron Guidry and Greg Maddox did. Great play by Emma Wood.
And still stone cold.
And
she's
and
back
ready
to
pitch.
business.
Give
ready
me the ball
for the
and
next
ready
pitch.
to pitch. So 2 outs, 1 out away from a big victory here against a very tough Westwood team. So Westwood down to their last at bat. First pitch high, ball 1. Sasha Marino. Sasha Marino with the only hit of the game for Westwood.
No. The leadoff batter also got a hit. She got the first hit. The leadoff batter.
She was the first hit of the game.
Yeah, had the bunt.
Oh, the bunt single. Popped up fly, short, shallow center. Here comes Kaharich, and she's able to make the play. So Jordan Kaharich on the run makes the play to end the game. So after a great pitchers matchup between the 2 pitchers from both Westwood and Holliston, Emma Wood is able to prevail, and Holliston wins by a final score of Holliston 2, Westwood 0. Tough game, great defense, some timely hitting, and some good base running here in the 6th inning for Holliston. Be able to put 2 runs on and come away with a victory.
12 strikeouts, no runs, 2 hits for Emma. That's two games. She shut them out and only 2 hits.
So Emma Wood throws
Phenomenal
another
effort.
gem against Westwood, and I'll tell you what, they are probably done facing her. They probably had enough of Emma Wood.
Well, Emma's only a junior, Mulkeen's a freshman. They'll
So
see each other next year for
They'll
sure.
see each other next year for sure. All right, so congratulations to both teams. Both teams played an outstanding game. Special congratulations to the freshman pitcher, Bridget Mulkeen. Did a really good job, but once again, the Holliston ace, Emma Wood, comes through. Great job by Holliston. Some timely hitting by seniors Sydney Michelli and Lauren Camperson. And Holliston comes away with a tough win. So thank you very much, and thanks for joining us here on Holliston. On behalf of my partner, Tom Camperson, and our hero, Mr. Cronin, we'll sign off, and we'll see everybody next time on Holliston Softball.